Hello, Starshine. This is Smadar from Song of Stones, and I am a crystal whisperer. That does not roll off the tongue, and that means that I talk to stones and they talk to me. And I've been chatting with emerald and copper today, and these past couple weeks, and the past 6 months, because emerald and copper have come in as the year stone for Song of Stones. And I've been journeying with emerald and copper for the past 6 months, and last week, after the summer solstice came in, I was inspired to check in and see, how my life has changed, and what transformations have happened, and what I've learned from these really gorgeous and very magical crystals. And I spoke a little bit about that in last week's video and blog post, so you can check that out. This week, I want to talk to you about the connection between emerald and copper. And there's a lot, but there's one thing specifically that I want to focus on, and that is, can crystals transform each other? Can they influence each other? Can they change each other? I mean, so we certainly do. In our relationships, in our life, we're influenced by who comes into our life, who is in our lives at the time. We're influenced by where we live, by who our government is, by who our children become, by so many things, by the weather, by the planetary alignments. There's so many things that influence us. So the question that came to mind is, well, really, the answer that came to me before the question is, crystals influence each other. And I have seen, when I put certain crystals together, the energy changes. In the crystal circles, I've shown you, there's lots of examples on the website too, of what happens when crystals come together. Something new is born of that connection, of that circle. And oftentimes, when those crystals come together, the connection is energetic. So if you're sensitive and aware of energies, I don't want to say sensitive because we can all feel it. It's just whether we've opened up our hearts to that gift, really, because it's our innate natural way is to be aware of these subtle energies. It's just been conditioned out of us. So some people will feel the subtle energies and some people won't. And so when you bring crystals together in circle or in little harmonies, whether it's a duet or more, if you're aware of your sensitivity, you can sense the subtle shift in energy when they're together. It's usually not something that you can see with the naked eye. This time, though, like I have seen a physical transformation, and it's been so it's the change, the transformation was so undeniable and so clear, and that, it's just one of those times where we can see the transformation that happens when crystals come together. So this is what happened with the emerald crystal on the left, and a copper crystal. It's not that particular copper crystal, it was a different one. I brought this one out because there's more copper in it, and I just wanted you to see it. And I also wanted you to see the really amazing, artistic, naturally sculptured way that copper forms in nature. And that copper crystal has not been, it's not been touched. It's not been manipulated by man. It grew naturally this way. The emerald is also a natural, these are both natural emerald crystals. They're not polished or shaped or changed in any way. And it doesn't matter. It's just, this is what I have at the moment. So you can see the difference in color between the emerald on the left and the emerald on the right. And I want to tell you that the emerald on the left used to be the same color as the emerald on the right. And then over the past 6 months, I've had it nestled with a copper crystal. And when I looked at it last week, I was startled, to be truthful with you, at the depth of color. And it's softened since I've taken it out into the, out from where it was. It was almost black when I was looking at it. It could have been the light in the room, but I feel like no, it was deeper. So I just wanted to show you, I just wanted to give you a glimpse of how crystals can affect each other, and ask the question that I already have the answer to. Can crystals transform each other? And when that happens, it kind of reminds us to notice in our own lives what is influencing us, what's transforming us, what's changing us. Because it's amazing, and we can see it with other people when we see other people in our lives interact with others. We can see it so clearly. It's not so clear when it's ourselves, and this is the invitation that these crystals are bringing, to pay attention, to notice how we are when we're around different people. And the real key, the real invitation, the deeper invitation, not the real one, the deeper one, is, can we be all of who we are? Unchanging at our essence. Because we're always changing. That's just a fact. When we're alone and when we're with other people. So, in other words, can we be who we are when we're alone? That person, that authentic, that real, that truthful, that uninfluenced self. Can we be that at all times? No matter who we're with, no matter where we are, no matter what's happening in the world, no matter where the planets are aligned, no matter what the weather is. can we always be who we are, the truth of who we are, the true us at all times. And that's really the invitation. And honestly, I'm just hearing that invitation now as I speak to you. A lot has come through from these crystals. I've written down their message to us, and I'll be posting it on the blog, on the Light Log post, on this week's Light Log post, and in our Sunday Sparkle newsletter. But what hadn't come through is that final piece, which I'm hearing about as you're hearing about it, is that invitation to be unshakably authentic to who we are at all times. Pause for a dramatic effect. So there you have it. I'm going to leave you with that. There's so much more that came through. Honestly, I'm still in a bit of an altered state from the connection I had with these crystals. It was so powerful. And I know it's going to sound... It doesn't matter how it sounds. I'm going to say it anyway. I feel like the message that they sent me today shifted me at a very deep, deep level, changed me, and rather not changed me, but brought me closer to who I am, because that's always the purpose. Just every step closer to who we are. And I'm very, very appreciative of the message of these crystals, of being in their presence. It's a blessing in my life, as it is to have this community of other crystal-loving, beautiful souls. And I'll take this moment to say I appreciate you all. And you're invited to join us. We could talk more at our next Crystal Live. Offhand, I don't know if it's tomorrow or a week Monday. I think it's a week Monday. But that information will be in the Sunday Sparkle newsletter. If you'd like to join us, please check the date in your newsletter, and you'll receive a reminder before the event starts. And that's it. I wish you lots and lots of love and many, many blessings, and I will see you soon.